40 million people in the United States alone suffer from depression, and I have no idea what the global figures are. Why, people? Why are we all suffering from depression? Hello friends, I'm glad you've joined me again today. Thanks very much for joining me, and anybody new to my channel, a big welcome to you, and I do hope you enjoy our videos and our chats, and I always look forward to all your comments, and there's just so much information in your comments for me too, and I really do appreciate all your suggestions and advice. I'd like to say thank you again to my subscribers. I'm so grateful to you, and it's only through you that my channel is growing. And as you share with perhaps people you know who could benefit from my channel, it will grow and I'll be able to reach more and more people, and I'm so grateful for that. A psychologist explained to me a while ago that chronic depression is not brought on so much by one traumatic event that we may have experienced in our lives. It's much more likely to be brought about by mild to moderate long-term stress and trauma in our lives. And unhappiness or sadness that goes on for an extended period of time can definitely lead to chronic depression. Of course, I'm not talking about a chemical imbalance and perhaps that being the reason for depression. I'm talking about somebody who's lived in a situation that is so unhappy, and they've just lived with it year after year until it's really brought about a depression that has become chronic. But why are we experiencing this depression? Are we allowing it to happen? Well, I'm sure none of us would like to think that we're allowing our life to be such that we're becoming depressed by our lives, but maybe we are without even knowing it. Firstly, I don't believe that anything in our lives is a mistake. Whether our births were planned or not, once we were born, we became a very important person on this planet. We are no longer a mistake. We deserve respect, and we need to respect ourselves and honor ourselves as well as important people. If we don't give ourselves the respect and the honor that we deserve, how on earth can we expect to get it from others? Every day I see parents, mothers, putting themselves right at the bottom of their priority list. They've made themselves the most unimportant person in the pecking order. Now, how on earth can we expect to be good parents, good mothers, good grandmothers, if we're making ourselves the most unimportant person? Do we perhaps allow ourselves to become so overwhelmed by life, its stresses and tensions and busyness, that perhaps we're not really being the person we could be to our family and to our children? Could we allow ourselves to become so overwhelmed that we are not even able to carry out our normal day-to-day duties and responsibilities? You are important. I'm important. What is it going to take for us to really respect ourselves and show ourselves the honor that we deserve? We need to be fulfilled in our own lives. And unless we're fulfilled within ourselves, there's just absolutely no ways that we can give of ourselves to others. In the old days, we were taught to put ourselves at the back of the queue and be at the beck and call of our families. But this obviously isn't working, is it? The numbers are proof of that. 40 million depressed people in the United States alone, and that's 40 million that they know about. What about the ones who haven't even come forward yet? So what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? We can't do anything about 40 million people or 100 million people worldwide, but we can do something within our own lives. Where do you fit into this conversation? Do you respect and honor yourself enough? Enough to give yourself permission to live a happy and a fulfilled life, even if that means sometimes putting yourself in the front of the queue? Or are you disrespected at home, perhaps even disrespected at work? Are you completely overwhelmed by your life? Are you drowning in the pressures of being a parent or grandparent? I know these days a lot of grandparents are left to bring up their grandchildren. That too can be very difficult. As you get older, your energy levels just aren't the same. And perhaps the young parents don't understand that, and maybe we need to tell them. What would you need to make some changes in your life? Is it enough for you to just acknowledge that you have allowed yourself to become second, third, fourth, or last in the line? If you acknowledge that, is that enough for you to do something about it? Can you acknowledge that maybe you're not getting the respect that you deserve? And maybe not even from yourself. And that's a very good starting place, because if we don't respect ourselves, nobody's going to respect us, are they? So why don't we make today the turning point in our lives? There's got to be a turning point. So perhaps we could do it together. Let's make today that turning point. I know it's not easy to put new actions into place in your life and in your family. But if you are feeling overwhelmed and depressed and not completely happy with your lot in life, you owe it to yourself to do this, to make some changes today, and you owe it to your family so that you can be the complete person that they deserve to have in their lives. Start slowly. Make a list and just take some baby steps. Some steps they might not even notice at first. Little changes that you're making that might go completely unnoticed. But make them and stick to them. And try and take back a bit of time for yourself. Your cup needs to be full. Your cup needs to be overflowing with goodness and joy in your life. And unless your cup is full and overflowing, you can't share it with others. Always remembering that you are important. And remember, we're always better together. We're better talking about our problems and finding solutions to them together. And if there's ever anything that you'd like to discuss with me privately, please email me. My email address is always in the description box below, and I'd love to hear from you. Once again, I ask you to please share this with anyone who you think might benefit from it and help me to grow my channel. Until next time, big hugs to you. Bye for now.